can try, I don't even know why, but I really had faith that I'ma do it big. Now Team Henny, yeah, I promise that's a crew. Been trying to change the world, hope the message get through. Yes, you've been down from the start, so I love you with my heart. So if it's the last thing you do, just put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you're trying to live a dream, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Living life, wanna know what it means. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you're riding with the team, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yo, started with a vision, now I hope they all see that money buys things, but love is all free. I went and put mass on my back, west side to be exact. Now I'm up like I'm drinking coffee. I had to feel lost just so I could find my purpose. Memories are priceless and prices are worthless. Realized every single one on this earth is rich when you have something that they can't purchase. Speaking for the people who ain't even got a voice, I know it feels sometimes you ain't got a choice. Yeah, now you feel stressed, but realize you're really blessed, and this is just a testing, you can rejoice. Yes, Team Henny, yeah, I promise that's a crew. Been trying to change the world, hope the message get through. Yes, you've been down from the start, so I love you with my heart. So if it's the last thing you do, just put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They don't understand. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Cause they wanna make me land. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But I still never ran. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Put your hands up. Promise you won't let me go. Put your hands up. Going where they never go. Put your hands up. Promise you won't let me go. Put your hands up. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. On that heavy shelf you hung yesterday. Turns out, you didn't use enough anchors. Wait, you didn't use any anchors? Now you've got an open floor plan. Trendy. And if you have the wrong home insurance, you could need a wall of money to fix this. So get home insurance with Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Making paper like Michael, I'm feeling like a boss. Never took a break, not Rachel and Ross. They've been too biased, they can get cross. 815, now it's time to get lost. Henny in your system, a system like Dennis. Yes, I found a lane like my last name, Bennis. Going Bill 9, so they can deny. Yes, I've been cooking in the lab like a chemist. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy enjoy. And I ain't got shame, that's just me being frank. I invested in myself like a shark, no tank. I made it through the weeds like Nancy, no dank. To the day I get a Grammy saying who I wanna thank. If y'all ain't talking dope, then y'all ain't saying nothing like Maggie. Redefining hip-hop, the tracks are still swaggy. Thought I cooled off, thought you had me, but my lines burn after reading like Bradley. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist.
No,
just based off his look.
They're edgy. Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Friday, October 8th, 2021. Almost to the weekend. Get through this last day of work week for most people. And there's a big weekend of sports. Big weekend this weekend of sports, and we're going to be covering a lot of it. So make sure you stay tuned with us and join us. You got MLB playoffs tonight. Got a couple college football games tonight. Then it's on Saturday. Tomorrow's a action-packed day of sports. You got a full slate of college football. You got UFC fight night with Dern versus Rodriguez is the main event of that. Then you also have Bare Knuckle UFC tomorrow night. Melvin Gillard against Riggs is the main event of that. And as if that wasn't enough, you also have Wilder versus Fury 3 tomorrow night. We'll be live with a live watch-along reaction to almost all that tomorrow. We'll be live at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow with live watch-along and reaction to the UFC fight night, Dern versus Rodriguez. And then we'll be live again about 8 o'clock tomorrow evening with live watch-along and reaction to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Gillard versus Riggs, and live watch-along and reaction to Wilder versus Fury 3. So make sure you join us tomorrow night. It's going to be an action-packed evening, and we'll be here for all of it. Today, we're going to break down all the UFC fights, get ready for tomorrow's card. We was going to do that yesterday, but unfortunately yesterday there was a power outage, and there was about 1,000 people around us without power, and we happened to be one of them. So we'll do that today. We'll talk to MLB playoffs. We'll also talk a little bit of college football tonight, maybe jump into some college football for tomorrow, and NFL for Sunday. So we got a lot to go over. First, let's talk about the MLB playoffs. Last night, American League Division Series started. White Sox versus the Astros. Astros won 6-1. White Sox struggle on the road. That's what I was worried about with the White Sox when not getting home field advantage is they're a different team on the road than they are at home. They're going to have to figure something out. They're wanting to advance, but Houston was pounding the ball last night. Then you had the Rays against the Red Sox last night, and the Rays just dominated the Red Sox last night, 5-0. Red Sox offense couldn't get anything going on McClanahan. He looked tough. You'll have today we have the game 2 of the White Sox and Astros. Plus, we have game 1 of the Braves and Brewers. Game 2 of the Red Sox versus the Rays. And then you also have game 1 of the Dodgers versus the Giants after the Dodgers escaped the Cardinals in that wild card the other night. So we have 4 baseball games today. So hey, there's a lot going on today. Plus, there's a couple college football games. All right, let's jump right into these baseball games, shall we? First game today starts at 2:07 p.m. So hey, we even get afternoon baseball today. That's even a plus. You have the White Sox at the Astros. Game 2 of the division series. Astros won the first game yesterday. Today, White Sox have Giolito on the mound. Astros have Valdez on the mound. The Astros are -1.5 on the run line, -124 money line. The White Sox are +106 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 8. Will the White Sox be able to get their offense going on the road? They've been up and down on the road. They're a lot better team at home. I like the pitching matchup for the White Sox here. I think this is a game that they could take, because Giolito can be pretty tough. But Valdez has been pitching pretty decent for the Astros. I lean toward the Astros here, basically because they're at home. Like I said, the White Sox struggled to put up runs on the road. So I like the White Sox here at the -124 on the money line. And I think I like the under 8 again, just for the fact that the White Sox don't put up many runs. Next game today in Major League Baseball playoffs, you have game 1 of the Braves versus the Brewers. This should be a real good series. Brewers have some of the best pitching in baseball. You have Morton going to be on the mound for the Braves. Burns on the mound for the Brewers. The Brewers are -1.5 on the run line, -156 on the money line. The Braves are +132 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 7. Braves are a team that's coming into the playoffs hot. They went on a run there toward the end of the season. The Brewers, like I said, have some of the best pitching in baseball. When their offense gets going, they can be tough to handle. So can the Braves. The Braves have been a surprise of how well they've played since they lost their star, Acuna Jr. I like the Brewers here. I would go with the Brewers at the -156 on the money line. I think Burns is going to be a little too much on the mound. And I think the Brewers will be able to get to Morton a little bit. I like the Brewers here at the -156 on the money line, and I like the over the 7. All right. Next game, you got the Boston Red Sox at the Tampa Bay Rays, game 2 of this division series. Rays shut the Red Sox out in game 1. On the mound for the Red Sox tonight, you have Chris Sale. And on the mound for the Rays, you have Baz. The Rays are -1.5 on the run line, -142 money line. The Red Sox are +120 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 7.5. Sale's been pitching pretty good for the Red Sox since he came back from injury. You're going to have, like I said, Baz on the mound for the Rays. I think this is going to be another good game. I think the Red Sox are going to get some runs today. I don't look for the Rays to shut them out like they did yesterday. But it's still hard for me to pick the Red Sox here just because the Rays are such a complete team. The only thing about the Rays is sometimes their offense can get a little inconsistent, but they've been hot right now. They were hot last night. I like I want to go with the Red Sox here, kind of. I done that the other night, and they ended up. I went to Cardinals the other night. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Red Sox here at the +120 on the money line. I think Sale's going to pitch well enough. I think they're going to get their bats going. So I'm going to go with the Red Sox here, and I'm going to go over the 7.5. And then our last baseball game for tonight, you get game 1 of the other National League Division Series, the Dodgers against the Giants. Giants, of course, were the number 1 seed, beat the Dodgers out by 1 game. Dodgers had to play in the wild card against the Cardinals to advance here. You have Buehler starting for the Dodgers, Webb starting for the Giants. The Dodgers are actually 1.5-point favorites and minus 118 on the money line on the road. The Giants are plus 100 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 7. So you got the Giants as home dogs here, which is, I guess they're playing off the fact that the Dodgers are had just played a game and are coming in maybe hot, and maybe they're thinking the Giants lost a little momentum, but Webb's been pitching decent. I'm going with the Giants here as home dogs at the plus 100 on the money line, and I would go. Man, this could be. I'm gonna go over the 7. I think there's gonna be some runs scored in this game, but I like the Giants here as home dogs. All right, that's all the baseball games for today. We will put out picks for tomorrow's playoff games as well. I'll give you my official picks on these games here toward the end of the show. But all right, let's jump into some NCAA football for tonight. Got a couple games tonight. You have Temple at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's undefeated, looking to keep that streak going. They're trying to make the college football playoffs this year. They might have a chance if they go undefeated. I still think if they go undefeated, they're probably still not going to make it. They're going to find a way to keep them out. Just my belief. But you have Temple at Cincinnati tonight. Cincinnati is 30.5-point favorites. They're minus 8,000 on the money line. Temple's plus 1,800 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 54.5. All right, before we move on real quick, don't forget you can catch Easy Money, a sports betting show, 11 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Also, you can find GSR Gonzo Sports Room, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Also, all right, let's get back to this college football real quick. Sorry about that. You have Temple on the road. Temple's 3-2. They got blown out by Rutgers and Boston College. They beat Memphis last week. Cincinnati's defense has only allowed 14.5 points per game. They're allowing 309 yards per game. They're 4-1 so far this year against the spread. Cincinnati's 5-0. 30 points is just a lot of points to give up. I like Cincinnati to win this game, but I'm not going to lay 30 points because, I mean, if they do get out to a big lead, you can see them bringing in some subs and stuff. But Cincinnati's going to want to try to win it by as many as they can, though, because they're wanting to get in that college football playoff. So, I mean, I just think 30.5 is too many points. All right. And then you also have another other game tonight. Hold on, my phone took a crap on me. There we go. Other game tonight you have Charlotte at FIU. Charlotte is 3.5-point favorites against FIU, minus 172 on the money line. FIU's plus 140 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 60.5. I'll lean towards Charlotte in this game at the 3.5. I'd like to get it at least 3. I don't like that half point. Other game you got tonight is Stanford at Arizona State. Arizona State is 13.5-point favorites. They're minus 590 on the money line. Stanford is plus 410 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 52.5. Stanford defeated Oregon in overtime last week. Big win for them. Their quarterback's thrown 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. Arizona State beat UCLA last week. Defense allows 17 points per game and 285 yards per game. This is going to be a good game. 13 and a half is a little bit, quite a few points here. But I like Arizona State here to win this game. I'm not sure if I would lay the 13 and a half or not. And minus 590 is awful steep on the. There's just no value there on the money line. I like the over the 52 and a half in this game. Yes, definitely like the over the 52 and a half. All right. Let's talk. We'll talk a little bit about tomorrow's college football here real quick. We'll dig deeper into it later in the show, but just some games around here just popped up. You have Ball State, which is from our hometown right here. They're playing at Western Michigan. They're 11.5 point underdogs. They're plus 340 on the money line. They've got off to a tough start. You have Notre Dame at Virginia Tech. Notre Dame is actually a half-point underdog in this game at Virginia Tech. To the other games, we'll look ahead a little bit at some of the games that tomorrow's real quick before we move on. See, tomorrow you have Oklahoma at Texas. Oklahoma's 3.5 point favorites. That's going to be a good game. That's a big rivalry. That game's tomorrow at noon. Also at noon, Michigan State at Rutgers. Maryland at Ohio State. They have Ohio State as 20.5 point favorites in that game. I think that's a little too much. Virginia Tech at Duke. Old Dominion, Marshall. Georgia, Auburn. There's some pretty good matchups this week. We'll go, like I said, deeper into them here in just a little bit. Talk to Major League Baseball playoffs for tonight. Then we talked a little bit of college football. Now we're going to get ready to jump into the UFC prelims. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back and jump into them prelims. Please enjoy this clip while we're on break.
Chris about to get slapped up, bro. Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit. Chris's back is messed up.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Pondo. He wants one from you.
I was so close on that, bro. Oh my god. Bro, he just got lit up. I didn't go down there. I ain't going down there, bro.
I just haven't bought into all the Jake Paul hype yet. I think he's a good boxer. Do I think he's a high level? It could compete with like professional boxers? No. Has he fought a pure striker or a pure boxer to where he could prove that he can box at a pro level? Not yet. Tyron Woodley's going to be the best striker he's fought. Tyron Woodley ain't a boxer, but Tyron Woodley's going to be the best pure striker that Woodley's fought so far. He fought an NBA player that was coming in with his head down and not even looking where he was throwing. Then he fought Ben Askren, and I'm a big Ben Askren fan. Ben Askren ain't known for his striking. I don't know why Ben Askren even thought he was going to get there and box. Ben Askren beat people by taking them down, holding them down, and pound them somewhere while they're on the ground. he wasn't known at all for his striking ability on his feet. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. Jake Paul, he's looked good in them fights. I think Woodley's going to be the toughest fight he's had so far, just because I think Woodley's the best striker he's fought. But I'd like to see him fight a boxer. You don't even have to be a top-level boxer yet. Fight a mid-level boxer everybody knows. See how it goes. If it goes good, move up in competition. But I'm not saying jump in against like Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. Your first time fighting a professional boxer. You don't have to do that, but just fight somebody that's a boxer, not an NBA player, not a wrestler. Now you're fighting an MMA guy that, hey, can strike. I think Woodley's going to knock Paul's head off. I think Woodley is going to have too much power for him. I think Woodley has enough striking that he's going to be able to compete with him. I don't think Jake Paul's going to beat Woodley, but I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in seeing it on it's next Sunday night. Coon Dog's in the house. Just the Coon Dog have another trick up his sleeve like he did earlier. All right, welcome back to the show. Sorry about that. I was getting an emergency phone call that I had to take. So if you have kids, you know how that is. Sometimes you get phone calls. They call you when it's not ordinary, and you got to take them. So, but all right, we're getting ready to jump into some UFC. We'll break down these fights for tomorrow night. But before we do that, don't forget we're going to be live tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. with live watch along and reaction to UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Rodriguez. The main card starts at 4. We'll be live around 3. We'll be live around 3:30 for that. Or actually, we'll be live at 3 p.m. for that. Excuse me, 3 p.m. for that. I read the wrong line. And then we'll also be live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for live watch along and reaction to the Bare Knuckle FC card. They have Joe Riggs against Melvin Guillard as the main event. And then also we're going to give live watch along and reaction to Fury versus Wilder 3. So tomorrow's going to be an action-packed day here for GSR. So make sure you come join us tomorrow. There's going to be a lot going on. Should be a good time. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. on YouTube, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also find GSR Gonzo Sports Room live, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Check out our social media pages. Please follow us. That's where we post all of our information about all of our shows. We post all of our Easy Money picks on there as well. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Also, check out our merch store. We now have merch available. Streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. We have some of our shirts hanging up back here. We have one of our Easy Money shirts hanging up. Also, we have our GWR Gonzo Wrestling Room shirt hanging up. If you'd like to get one of those, we actually have some of them on hand. So if you get a hold of me, myself, Eric, Steve, one of us, we can get you one of those shirts. They are $20. We have hats, beanies, a lot of different stuff on there, so make sure you check that out. And once again, don't forget, we will be live tomorrow with live watch along and reaction to UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Rodriguez. We'll be live at 3 o'clock. Main card starts at 4. And we'll also be live with a live watch along and reaction to the Bare Knuckle FC and Wilder versus Fury 3. We'll go live at 8 p.m. tomorrow night for those. So make sure you join us for that. It's going to be an action-packed night. But all right, let's jump into some UFC. We'll start by breaking down the prelims, and then we'll jump over to the main card after that, and then we'll talk some of the NFL games going into tomorrow after we get done with this. So prelims, there we go. All right, first fight on the UFC prelims, which start at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Like I said, we'll be live around 3. I don't think we're going to... It just didn't work out in our schedule. We couldn't be live then. All right. We couldn't go at 1 because we all had a few things going on in the morning we had to do before we could do that. All right. UFC Fight Night. Dern versus Rodriguez is your main event. We're going to start here with the prelims. Let me get it pulled back up here. All right, first fight on the prelims, you have Charlie Ontiveros against Steve Garcia. Garcia is a minus 320 favorite. Ontiveros is a plus 260 underdog. Ontiveros is 11-7, has 4 wins by a knockout or TKO. He's going to have a 3-inch reach advantage in this fight. He lost to Michael Venom Page a couple years ago by KO, TKO. He's not fought top competition. He's been knocked out 6 times. And he's been he's been submitted, I think, 5 times. So you have to watch out for that. Garcia, this is it's going to be his first fight at 155. He's 11-4. He has good power, decent takedown defense. He has 8 wins by knockout TKO. He lost his last fight by decision. I like Garcia in this fight. He's a minus 320 favorite, so I'm definitely, that's a little steep. I like him to win this fight by knockout. That would be the bet I would probably make on this fight, would be Garcia by knockout. I just don't think Ontiveros has enough. He's never fought at lightweight for one, so it's going to be the biggest cut. I think the cut's going to drain a lot out of him. He did serve a suspension for using PEDs. His last fight was at 185, and this fight's going to be at 155, so that's a big difference. So I like Garcia in this fight. Next fight on the card is Lupita Godinez against Silvana Gomez Juarez. Gomez Juarez is taking this fight on short notice after, forget the other girl's name, had to back out. This is going to be a strawweight fight. Godinez is 5-1, 4-1 in her last 5. She lost her last fight by split decision to Jessica Penn. She has 1 win by submission, 4 wins by decision, so she's not not known for like her knockouts or her power. This is Gomez Juarez's UFC debut. She's 10-2, 6 wins by knockout or TKO, 4-1 in her last 5. She has a 4-inch reach advantage coming in this fight, 2 wins by submission. She won her last fight by TKO. This is a fight. I think it's going to be a pretty close fight. But with Juarez not having any UFC experience, it's hard to know what's the level of competition she has fought. I like Godinez here. She's a minus 320 favorite, or 310 favorite, excuse me. Juarez is a plus 250 underdog. I lean toward Godinez here, but this should be a good fight. Next fight in the prelims. You got Charles Rosa versus Damon Jackson. Rosa's a plus 164 underdog. Jackson a minus 196 favorite. Jackson is 18-4-1. Has 3 wins by knockout, TKO, 14 wins by submission. Has decent striking. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He has 3 losses by knockout. He lost his last fight. He has great defensive submissions, good grappling. Rosa is 14-5. He has good striking, good jiu-jitsu, 8 wins by submission, 3 wins by KO, TKO. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He has 30% takedown defense. He won his last fight by split decision. I like Jackson here. I think Jackson's going to be able to take him down and get his grounded pound off. I just don't see Rosa being able to stop the takedowns or the submissions. But yeah, I like Jackson here on the minus. I think Jackson is eventually going. Rosa might win the first round, but eventually Jackson's going to get this fight on the ground. And when he does, it's going to be a lot of trouble for Rosa, I believe. So I like Jackson in this fight. Next fight, you got Alexander Romanov against Jared Vanderaa. Romanov's a minus 590 favorite. Vandeرا's a plus 440 underdog. A lot of big spreads in this fight in this card. Romanov is 14-0. But he has poor striking, and his cardio can be questioned sometime. He has 5 wins by knockout, 8 wins by submission. He has decent wrestling. He's 5-0 in his last 5. He won his last fight by a majority draw, technical superiority thing. Vanderaa is 12-5, 7 wins by knockout, TKO, 3 wins by submission. Has a 5-inch reach advantage, 3-2 in his last 5. He won his last fight by unanimous decision against Justin Tafa. He has decent wrestling. I just don't think he's going to be able to keep Romanov from taking him down and getting off his ground and pound. That's what scares me in this fight. I think if Vanderaa could keep him on the outside and keep it close, because Romanov, like I said, his cardio scares me a little bit. But, yeah, I lean toward Romanov in this fight. All right, next fight is Chris Gutierrez against Felipe Colares. Gutierrez is 16-3 Gutierrez is a minus 260 favorite. Colares is a plus 215 underdog. Gutierrez is 16-3-2, has good leg kicks, 4-0-1 in his last 5. He has 7 wins by knockout or TKO, 1 win by submission. He has good wrestling, won his last fight by unanimous decision over Ewell. Colares is 10-2, has good striking, decent jiu-jitsu. He's going to have a 2.5-inch reach advantage in this fight. He has 2 wins by KO, TKO, 5 wins by submission. He has poor takedown defense. He's 3-2 in his last 5. And he lost his last fight by unanimous decision. I like Gutierrez here. I think the leg kicks and his wrestling are going to be the difference in this fight. I just don't think Colares is going to be able to deal with Gutierrez's pressure that well. So I like Gutierrez in that fight. All right, that's all the prelims. That is all the prelims for tomorrow's card. Okay, we'll get ready to move on to the main card. Before we move on to the main card, don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Join us. That's always entertaining. Big show announcement for next Friday, the 15th, at 1 p.m. on GSR. We're going to have live in studio special guest Khan, the director, Hollywood House. He's an accomplished podcast host. He's a accomplished manager in the pro wrestling game. He has a lot of stuff going on. Real interesting dude. Great at what he does. He's going to join us next Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern on GSR. So make sure you tune into that. You won't be disappointed. I have a feeling it's going to be a very entertaining show. He joined us for commentary last week at a pro wrestling show. You can find that on our YouTube page. Go check that out. But all right, let's jump into this main card. Before we jump into the main card, don't forget we will be live with live watch along and reaction to the UFC Fight Night tomorrow. We'll be live at 3. Come join us for that. We'll also be live tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. with live watch along and reaction to the BKFC. You have Riggs against Gillard on that. And also we'll be live with live watch along and reaction to Wilder versus Fury 3. Make sure you join us tomorrow. Going to be a action-packed day. So come join us for that. All right, main card. First fight on the main card is going to have Deron Winn versus Philip Haas. Winn is a plus 265 underdog. Haas is a minus 330 favorite. Winn is 7-2. He has 4 wins by knockout or TKO. He has good wrestling. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He won his last fight by unanimous decision over Antonio Arroyo. Haas is 11-2. He has good wrestling. He's 5-0 in his last 5. He has a 7.5-inch reach advantage, 7 wins by knockout or TKO, 2 wins by submission. He won his last fight by unanimous decision over Kyle Dacus. I think Haas's pressure and his length is going to be a little too much for Winn. I like Haas here in this fight. Next fight, Mariah Agapova against Sabina Mazo. Agapova is a plus 144 underdog. Mazo's a minus 172 favorite. Agapova is 9-2, 3-2 her last 5. Lost her last fight by TKO to Shayna Dobson. She has 3 wins by knockout or TKO and 4 wins by submission. She has good wrestling. Mazo is 9-2. She has 2 wins by knockout or TKO, 1 win by submission. She will have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. She's 3-2 in her last 5 as well. She lost her last fight by unanimous decision to Alexis Davis. I think Agapova's wrestling is going to be too much for Mazo. I think Agapova is going to be able to get the takedowns and be able to get ground and pound in and maybe even submit her. I like Agapova here at the plus 144 as the underdog. Okay, next fight we have Matheus Nicolau versus Tim Elliott. Nicolau is a minus 200 favorite. Elliott is a plus 168 underdog. Nicolau is 16-3-1. He has good power, decent takedown defense. He has 4 wins by knockout or TKO. He has 5 wins by submission. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He has 2 losses by knockout. Elliott is 17-11-1. He has good pressure on his feet, decent wrestling. He has 3 wins by knockout or TKO, 6 wins by submission. He's 2-3 in his last 5. He does have 5 losses by submission, but he has real good cardio. This is a fight here. It's going to be an interesting fight, but I think Elliott's pressure on his feet and just his cardio are going to be too much for Nicolau. Nicolau, I don't think's fought anybody that can put the pressure on him like Elliott does. I think Elliott is going to get some takedowns, be able to get some ground and pound off. I like Elliott here as the plus 168 underdog. All right, next fight, which is the co-main event of the evening, you have Jared Gooden against Randy Brown. Gooden is a plus 188 underdog. Brown's a minus 225 favorite. Gooden is 18-6. He has 8 wins by knockout or TKO, 6 wins by submission. He's 3-2 in his last 5. Good striking. Won his last fight by TKO. Looks against Stolz. Brown is 13-4. 6 wins by KO, TKO. 5 wins by submission. Will have a 1-inch reach advantage in this fight. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He won his last fight by submission over Oliveira. He's a well-balanced fighter. I like Brown here. I like Brown here I can see Brown winning this fight different ways. I can see him winning this fight by submission. I can see him winning this fight by even by knockout. I just don't see many ways that Gooden's going to win this fight. Gooden's going to have to catch that one big blow, I think, to win this fight. And his takedown defense isn't real great. I like Brown here. And then the main event of the evening. Mackenzie Dern against Marina Rodriguez. Dern is a -172 favorite. Rodriguez is a +144 underdog. Dern is 11-1, 4-1 in her last 5. One last fight by submission over Nina Nunes. She has 7 wins by submission. Has great grappling. Rodriguez is 14-1-2. She'll have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. She won her last fight against Michelle Watterson. She has 6 wins by TKO, 3-1-1 in her last 5. Her takedown defense is 62%. I don't think that I like Dern. I favor Dern in this fight. Something I really like. A bet I really would like on this fight is the fight to go the distance. No, I don't see this fight going the distance. I think there's going to be a finish. I lean toward Dern because I think Dern's going to be able to get her down and take advantage of her grappling. But if Rodriguez can keep this fight on the feet, I think it could be a competitive fight. So it's going to be a fun fight to watch, but I expect this fight to win by finish. Like I said, I lean toward Dern winning this fight as the -172 favorite. But I also like the fight not to go the distance in this fight. I think there's definitely going to be a finish in this fight. Let's see. Will fight go the distance? What can you get? But see, if you bet that straight up, there really ain't a whole fight to go the distance. No, is at -350. So the books don't think this fight's going to go the distance either. The books think Dern's going to win this fight probably by submission. Is their favorite way for this fight to end. I can see it winning. I can definitely see it ending by submission. I think Dern's grappling is going to be the difference in that fight, but should be a real interesting main event. Looking forward to that. All right, that is all the UFC fights for tomorrow. Don't forget, we're also going to be live in the evening for the BKFC and the Wilder versus Fury 3. So make sure you join us for those watch-alongs. That'll start at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So we've got a lot going on tomorrow. It's going to be a big show. All right, we're going to take a short break. Then we're going to come back and we're going to jump into some football. Talk about some of the games happening over the weekend before we get, and I'll give out my bets of the day before we get out of here. So enjoy this clip from our YouTube page, and we will see you guys here in just a couple minutes. Come on, Miley. Be awesome. It'd be awesome to sit here and watch a Reds pitcher throw a no-hitter, dude. Here we go. Last time there was a no-hitter in Cleveland was 2011. There's only been 4 no-hitters versus the Indians in Cleveland. There's only been 4. And the last one was in 2011.
4th round. Here they go. They're coming out swinging.
Oh,
Shit.
Archuleta swinging. Archuleta with a shot. Pettis with a good whizzer.
Oh, they got Pettis too, but they got Archuleta winning that last round.
I have it 2-1. Miley with first pitch is a ball. Going for a no-hitter here. Facing the 9-hitter. But you play with a DH here.
Oh, shit. Get it.
1 out.
Let's go.
Got a fly ball to Castellanos. Yeah, because they do DH in this game because they're playing in Cleveland. Got 4 minutes left in round 4 of the fight.
You need a takedown. There.
Ooh, Archuleta with a... Ooh,
But he
nice
got back up.
defense.
He can't get him
Wow,
down.
that was
God
nice defense.
damn.
That was a hell of a wizard, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Come on, Miley. You're 2 outs away from a no-hitter. Let's go. Strike 1. About 3.5 minutes left in the.
Right.
I was gonna say, give it to him, man. That's
Give it to
Yeah.
him.
yes, you got to.
Ooh!
Oh,
Oh, shit!
shit.
Pettis with the big right. Not the fuck, dude. That was a big one.
Strike
Oh, yeah, rung him up.
1 out away.
That was a beautiful pitch, dude. Right at the bottom of the zone. Come on, one more.
These dudes are just
Dude,
exchanging.
that was a
dude.
nasty pitch, dude. Look at that. Look at that pitch.
Money.
That's nasty. Right on the corner. 81 miles
You
per
better
hour.
be swinging because I
Oh,
don't
you got
giving it
yeah.
to
That's
him.
too close to take.
Pettis going for the
Pettis
takedown.
almost had a takedown.
They've both been having good defense
Wade,
on the
Wade Miley
takedown.
1 out away from a no hitter. Strike 1.
Dude, he is.
Inside part of the plate.
He's on. He's in
he's
the
painting
zone.
the corners.
He's in his fucking
Yeah, he's
zone.
painting all the corners and the Blues just ringing them up. He's like, look, you guys ain't been hitting this dude all game.
Come on. Ball inside.
But the was just
Archuleta
like,
with the left.
Just trying to get the game over.
Come on.
Oh, good God,
Ooh.
dude. These dudes are just taking hits.
Come on.
there it is.
No hitter. Hell yeah.
That's amazing.
Wade Miley with a no hitter.
Damn.
Reds win 3-0. That's fucking awesome.
Got the Reds fans.
Ah.
Damn. Wow. We just witnessed that.
Yes, dude. That's only the 5th time the Indians have been no-hitted in Cleveland. Last time was
Dude,
He's lucky.
Dude,
he didn't fully connect with that.
that uppercut was going to be nasty.
Let's talk about some of the NBA last night. Last night, Denver Nuggets beat the Portland Trail Blazers 126-115 to advance to the next round of the playoffs. Nuggets will play the Suns in the second round. But last night, welcome back to the show, Easy Money, a sports betting show, Friday, October 8th, 2021. We've had a big show so far today. We talked the MLB playoff games for tonight, talked a little bit about the college football games for tonight, broke down the prelims and main card for the UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Rodriguez. That's tomorrow afternoon. We will be live for a live watch along and reaction to that at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so come join us for that. We'll also be live tomorrow evening with a live watch along and reaction to the Bare Knuckle FC Gillard versus Riggs and the Wilder versus Fury 3 fight. So make sure you join us for those as well. But all right, before we get out of here for today, let's look ahead at a little bit of the NFL games for this weekend. Few games catch my eyes. I think will be pretty good games. Let's see. First that game, Jets and Falcons. Eagles and Panthers. I like the Panthers in this game as they're a three or minus. Yeah, you get them as a 3-point favorites. They're minus 174 on the money line. I like the Panthers there. Their defense has been playing well. I look for them to bounce back this week after having a bad week against the Cowboys last week. Bucks at the Dolphins. Bucks are 9.5-point favorites. I think 9.5 is too many. It's not a game I'm probably going to bet. But if you look at the Bucks offense for the last 2 weeks, they've barely scored 20 points the last 2 weeks. So I think 9.5 points is a little too much there. Saints against the Washington football team. Saints are 2.5-point favorites. Man, that could be. I could see that game going either way. The Saints have been so unpredictable here as of late. Titans and Jags. Titans are 4.5-point favorites. Titans messed around, got beat by the Jets last week. So hey, who knows? It could happen. Lions at Vikings. I like the Vikings here. But again, 9.5 seems a little high. Broncos and Steelers. Steelers are 1-point favorites at home. I think this could be an interesting game. Packers at the Bengals. They have the Packers as 3-point favorites on the road. I think that's about right. Patriots are 8.5-point favorites against Houston on the road. They have the Raiders as 5.5-point favorites at home against the Bears. Browns and Chargers. This game, I think, is going to be a fun game to watch. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites at home. I would take that. That's less than a field goal. I could see this game being decided by a field goal. I like the Chargers here. The Chargers, I think, is one of the best teams in the league right now, if not the best team in the league right now. Browns are good too. It's going to be a fun game. The Chargers defense is just a little bit better than the Browns defense right now, and I think that's going to be the difference in that game. 49ers at Cardinals. That should be a good game, especially if Jimmy G gets to play. Cardinals are looking tough right now, though. Bills and Chiefs. That's going to be a fun game. They have the Chiefs as 3-point favorites at home. I like the Bills here. Chiefs defense hasn't been able to stop anybody, and I don't see them being able to stop the Bills defense or the Bills offense. I think the Bills defense will be able to come up with a couple stops. I look for the Bills to win this game. I like the Bills here at the +3. Colts Ravens on Monday night. As you can tell, we're big Colts fans here. I think the Colts are 7-point underdogs. I would take the Colts at the +7 here. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close game. I can see the Colts winning this game. But if they do lose, I would think it would be within 7. So I'd lean toward the Colts +7. For a bigger breakdown on the NFL games, make sure you join us today at 1 o'clock for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. We'll dive down in them NFL games a lot deeper. You'll be able to find our official college football picks and NFL picks. College football picks will be posted on our social media by around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and our NFL picks official picks will be posted on our social media usually by like 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. But there is a 9 o'clock game this Sunday, so I'll try to have those up by like 7 or 8 in the morning. Probably have them up late Saturday evening. Probably get them up late Saturday night. So make sure you follow our social media so you don't miss out on those picks. We're giving out winners. All right. Well, let's get to my picks of the day, and then we'll get out of here for the day. All right. Picks today, Major League Baseball. I like the Astros money line against over the Chicago White Sox tonight. I think the pitching matchup's a little better, and the Astros offense is hot right now. White Sox offense struggles on the road. So I like the Astros at -118 on the money line. Next game I like is the Brewers over the Braves. I like the Brewers at the -162 on the money line. I think Burns is going to be able to shut Atlanta offense down some, and just the Brewers pitching between their starting pitching and their relief pitching is just hard to bet against them. Next game, I like the Tampa Bay Rays over the Boston Red Sox. I like the Rays at the -142 on the money line. Rays offense is coming in this game, being able to score some runs, on a little hot. Red Sox offense was not able to do anything yesterday against the Rays. I look for the Rays to win this game again today and take a 2-0 lead in this series. And then the last baseball game for today. I like the San Francisco Giants over the as home dogs over the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Giants are considered plus 100 on the money line. I also like the over in this game, the over the 7, but I think the Giants come away with the victory today to get started to start that series off. And then in college football tonight, I like Arizona State minus 13.5 over Stanford. I just don't see Stanford being able to score that many points against this tough Arizona State defense. Their defense only allows 17 points a game and 285 yards a game. So I think I like Arizona State here at the minus 13.5. So my picks for Friday, October 8th are Arizona State minus 13.5. The Giants, San Francisco Giants money line, Tampa Bay Rays money line, the Milwaukee Brewers money line, and the Houston Astros money line. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, we will be live here just under an hour at 1 p.m. Eastern for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. We'll dive into the NFL football games more, jump into some of the big stories coming out last night. We'll talk about last night's baseball games, just talk a little bit of everything. So make sure you join us for that at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I want to thank everybody for all their support. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday with Easy Money, a sports betting show, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're giving out winners. Come join us. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That show's also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Always an entertaining show. Usually there's a couple other guys in here with me. So come join us for that. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. So if you'd like to listen to audio version, go check that out as well, please. Also, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we share everything about our shows. We put our daily Easy Money picks up on there as well. So make sure you follow us on social media so you don't miss any of that. We also have merch available now. Check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. We have t-shirts, hats, hoodies, long sleeve tees. Just released some beanies since it's starting to get cool outside. You can see some of our merch hanging up back here. Got one of our Easy Money shirts hanging up. Have one of the GWR shirts hanging up. We actually have some of these GWR shirts on hand. If you'd like to get one of those, get with myself, Eric, or Steve, and we can get you one. They are $20. Get with us and we can get you one of those. But don't forget to check out the merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. You can find that link in the video description, or you can also find it going across the bottom of the screen in the ticker. So go check that out. Don't forget, we will be live Saturday, October 9th, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern with a live watch-along and reaction to UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Rodriguez. And then we'll also be live tomorrow night with a live watch-along and reaction at 8 p.m. Eastern for the BKFC Gillard versus Riggs and Fury versus Wilder 3. So make sure you come join us for those shows tomorrow night. They're going to be big shows. You're not going to want to miss those. All right. I think that's it for today. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget, we will be live tomorrow. Come join us for that. And don't forget, we'll be live here in about 45 minutes with GSR Gonzo Sports Room at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Come join us for that. Hope everybody has a great Friday. Hope to see you here at 1 p.m. for GSR. If not, come join us tomorrow. We'll be live pretty much all day. We appreciate all the support. Hope everybody has a safe but great weekend. Peace.
I gotta push forward, I'm never hitting reverse. To the woman who led me, I've never seen her since birth. To the people who told me I'm stupid and I was dumb. And to those who told me what I would never become. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return.